Okay, so before we even open Amsterdam 1666, it's telling me to grab a controller, which I'm probably not gonna do. I don't have any audio. Gotta compile the shaders, which gives me time to find out where the audio is. We found it. Oh, right, I should also probably turn on. Let's get some lighting going. Adaptive lighting. I get the feeling that this is going to do brutal things to my eardrums. Okay, Unreal Engine, we hate to see that. Autosave. Fiction. To give you a small taste of what's to come. So, my understanding is that this demo that they've put together here doesn't really contain any actual gameplay. It's more so just walking around and talking to people, which it's certainly a bold decision, but if this is going to be a more narrative game, then they have to make us care. So, we're just gonna save and continue. Streamer mode off. No, leave it off.
I was born to be the collector.
Okay.
To protect a world I cannot be a part of.
Okay.
Destined to be feared for what I am. It is my fate.
Incredibly cinematic.
I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Corrupted by their gifts. Tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm.
This looks like a really action-heavy game.
But at last, their debt is due.
Beautiful looking. I can't tell if this is rendered in engine.
Every choice, every breath has led me to this moment. As the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
Okay. Press any button. So the pre-rendered cutscene, that was pre-rendered, I can tell now. Also, its audio mixing was boosted. So let's go ahead and make a new save. Turn this back up. It still looks incredible. And I didn't adjust any options because you would have seen me do so. So... Wow, that was cool. E to grab it once. Oh, hold it. Okay. That's pretty elaborate. Oh, and now we just float. Welcome to our adventure. '17th century Dutch. Are these just credits? Playing darts. And it's great. Okay. December 1665. What is happening? Gather life echoes. Enliven? The detail on whatever this is supposed to be isn't great. Okay, that's kind of cool. Specific target. Wildland. The sound of rain and wind and foliage, smells of soil and trees. Away from the world of man, its heart beats as one with that of the natural order. Oh wait. The Guardian. To stand and be true, to rise against the tide, stalwart in the face of challenges and holding strong to its duties. The Alchemist. Connected to the elements in tune with the constant changes of the world, transmutation of crude to noble and the pursuit of wisdom is its sole purpose. The Child. Radiates innocence. Powerful urge to smell and see everything, to climb and crawl into every nook and cranny, all with an open heart. The Page, compelled to head out into the world with joy and pride, aims to learn and grow, for only through the journey may it reach its full potential. The Knight stands straight and strong, with eyes shine with courage and virtue, calls to mind the kings, the just, and the mighty. The Spirit, a whisper from across the void, a touch from the netherworld. The Spirit holds so many secrets. Hermit, Dreamer, Wildlife. There's a lot of cats, so I suppose I guess I'll take the Page. I'm sure that this would have some sort of stat. Visually speaking, the cats don't seem all that different. Alright.
Please come in.
Professor Lucas?
Cleo.
Yes. Yes, and you must be Cleo. I'm up here. Please join me.
Be right there.
Expert in paleography in the Department of History at Bernard Laundrie University. Ooh, the sound design on this is nice.
Please join me, Cleo.
Pleased to meet you, Professor Lucas.
The pleasure is mine, Cleo. I'm glad you called.
Were you looking
Stands
for
like this.
something in particular?
I was, but my intricate classification system failed me once again.
I'm
You
not
know,
pushing any buttons, by the way.
This is the exact spot where I met your father for the first time.
Really?
Yes, he was looking for essays on Rembrandt and other Dutch masters. His arms were brimming with books. He could barely see in front of himself.
That sounds like my father. Yes.
I recognized myself in his eagerness to learn. The same eagerness that brings you here, I suppose.
Oh. Yes. I have the letter he gave me. Could you have a look?
Absolutely. Let's go to my desk. So how's my dear friend Erin?
You called my father a friend.
Of course.
He never talked about you before giving me the letter.
I was devastated when he told me about his condition. I'm sorry, Cleo.
Where am I
He told
going?
you. When?
I saw him about a year ago. He warned me that you were going to call when you
This
were
looks
ready.
weird.
Oh. I guess he told you a lot.
Not much more. He is a very private person, as you know.
I would have assumed that his desk was somewhere in the middle, but I guess that's not correct. No sprinting.
Let's settle at my desk by the fireplace. It's the ideal spot to examine your letter.
Oh, it's this one.
Now, let's see that intriguing letter.
I can't read past the first line my father wrote. And then there's this last part at the end. Both are in English, but everything else is... I was hoping you could help me. I've never seen anything like this before. The writing seems to be hidden behind some sort of veil, and then there's movement in it. It's like something organic.
You're absolutely right. I've only seen this once before. I have a 300-year-old manuscript that has the same protective layer, which means that this letter is from the Zandaris tribe.
That sounds almost French.
Yes, it's a very ancient tribe. I wonder how your father got this letter.
Can you decipher it?
I'm afraid I can't. But there is a tome in here on ancient writing that mentions the Zandaris' protected communication. Although finding it may be a bit of a challenge, I think I might have stored it a little too well. The library's registry should help.
Right? Making us do all of the work. That sounds like a typical library. Zoom in on this, because that text is kind of small for me. Forgotten Civilization. Probably section 2.
Did you find the tome? The library's registry might help. It's on the table in the center.
I picked up something, but I assumed that we were looking for something on civilizations, which would be section 2. But
Have a look in the ancient writing systems section. That's
ancient
probably
writing
our best
system.
option.
That's section 6. Okay. Just drop it on the floor, sure. Limited information exists regarding Xandaris. 10,000 BCE. Secret society, distinctive object known as the Heparon. The Heparon itself was concealed within an object that appeared unremarkable to the casual observer. Sure.
What did you find?
Protected Xandaris information was only decipherable through an object. Something called a Heparin?
Yes, of course.
So you've heard of it before?
I thought it was a legend. It varies depending on the source. I've never seen one.
They said it appears as something unremarkable.
I wonder, has your father ever given you something other than the letter? Something like a key or a pendant?
He gave this to me when I was a child. But I don't think it has anything to do with...
Fascinating.
I don't see how this could help us decipher a language.
Doesn't hurt to try.
She never thought to use it as a paperweight or something? Like, come on.
It doesn't work.
It's all right. Aaron has thought this through. There must be something that we're missing. Something to activate it, maybe.
What makes you so sure that my father was behind this?
Would it really be so surprising?
I just wish he had told me more before he...
I understand, but this is his way to do so. Aaron made sure that we would meet in this very room. He's a brilliant man. None of this is coincidence.
You say he is a brilliant man, so he's not dead.
Have a look around. See if there's anything that piques your interest. Something only you could notice?
This is giving me like the
Did you
start
know that
of
my father donated a
Atlantis.
bust of Rembrandt to this school?
I didn't. I'm afraid to say I never paid much attention to their donors.
That must mean something, right? I know he loves this school, but...
I'd say follow that lead. There's a section in this library dedicated to Rembrandt.
I'm getting the feeling that this is going to be a lot of just investigating. 14. I know that number very well.
Show me everything your father might have left you, Cleo. 2 heads are better than 1.
Order?
You might want to look into anything related to Rembrandt, Cleo. It makes perfect sense if we try to think as your father would.
XIV. There's the bust. You can't fool me. I know that this is the Roman numeral for 14.
You might want to look into anything related to Rembrandt, Cleo.
Oh.
It makes perfect sense if we try to think as your father would.
So... Oh, it's like that. So we're doing like Scooby-Doo. Okay. Okay, I get you. Cleo, you're close. This text is from an old acquaintance. I trust you will know what to do.
My father left me a note.
Wonderful.
I don't understand it, but my name's on it.
Let's see.
Do you know what these symbols mean?
It seems to refer to a special tool. A sacred tool, most probably, and blood from, I think it specifies lifeline.
Bloodline.
Blood
As in
from
blood relative.
a lifeline. I remember. From the hand.
Huh.
That's it. That's the Hiparan. Aim it at the letter. Are you all right?
Yes. It's...
Cleo, if you're reading this,
Papa?
it means you're experiencing Nux. It's this dark energy you can feel through your guts. Don't worry. It's yours, Cleo. And you'll
This
become
voice
its
sounds
master.
familiar.
You're my daughter, my bed, and I love you deeply. I once promised to tell you everything about your mother,
What the
This is
heck
it.
is going on?
but not the way you were expecting. Take these words as a guide to prepare you for what's coming. It all started on December 30th, 1999. I was with Agnes, my girlfriend at the time. We were in Amsterdam for the year 2000 celebrations, and we had a room in a pretty cool hotel. I thought we were turning the page on a year, a century, a millennium. It was more than that. We were standing at the beginning of a new cycle. And you, my bed, would be part of it.
Not what I was expecting. Everything starts with Agnes.
Everything starts with Agnes, as far as you and I are concerned, Cleo. But in fact, it's hard to grasp how ancient this story is. Agnes was different. An old soul, yet joyful, always surprised by life. From the very beginning, it felt as though she already knew me. It was awesome.
Why would you tell your daughter this?
Agnes had planned something for us in our room that night. Some of her belongings had already been delivered. Ancient artifacts. I was fascinated. Truly, I had no idea what Agnes had in mind. But you know what, Cleo? I didn't care. I was in love.
Okay.
I never questioned Agnes's actions. She had a way of making me feel important and wanted. Needed, even. As we walked to her room, I felt a new kind of excitement. Impossible to describe.
Ew.
I didn't yet know I was about to lose my grip on reality.
Amsterdam.
As you'll see, Mabel, losing my grip on reality is an understatement. The truth is, I never had a grip on anything at all. The closer we got, the more something stirred in my veins. Nothing unpleasant. More as though the city's canals were running through my body.
Okay. Given the context that surrounds Amsterdam, even in the year 2000, Amsterdam was known for being like the party, get your freak on type of city. All of this, it's very weird to be telling your daughter.
There was something electric about Agnes. A force emanated from her. The force I was about to discover.
Also, he keeps using her name. I would assume that if this was Cleo's mother, then he would just say your mom. So...
All in all, what awaited me in that room never felt threatening, Cleo. Deep inside, somehow, it always felt as though I'd been chosen.
Oh boy.
Agnes went directly to the bathroom to put on her magic touch, she said. She didn't need any in my view. But she was being literal, I guess.
I'm not afraid. We're gonna let this ride. What is this game? Did you set up my relics?
Could you set up my relics the way I told you to? She asked from the bathroom. I had to rummage through a chest, a shelf, even her bag to find those things of hers. So old they were unsettling.
Handles. I mean, I'd be lying if I wasn't mildly curious. Oh, heck no. That's creepy.
Did all my mirrors get installed? She asked. Yes. They'd been placed around the bed, and the bed had been moved. Even now, I don't know how, or by whom.
This is a weird story.
When everything was ready as Agnes requested, she came out of the bathroom.
What in the...
She was...
Nah, buddy. You're gonna tell your daughter about this?
I have no words to describe what followed, Cleo. It felt ethereal until I lost the thread.
Okay.
woke up or something. I'm still not sure. I was a cat, Cleo. Yes, you read that well. I was a cat. The room was like in a nightmare. Agnes was floating, literally, and seemed frozen in time.
Right.
Of course, I thought I was dreaming, but not for long. It was too real somehow. I could feel the fur on my body.
Cat senses.
My senses were heightened. Everything I saw or heard became a voice calling me. Go further, and you'll see. Go further, and you'll see.
Cat reflexes, okay. They're not beating the witch allegations with these cats, I tell you that for free.
The further I went, the more real my sensations became. Yet the world around me felt increasingly surreal. It was scary, disturbing. But something was definitely calling to me, from what seemed to be the other side. And then, in a forest, yes, a forest, I knew it in my bones. It was someone calling me. A woman. Things were blurring together, Cleo. My cat spirit, a thirst for freedom, for leaping onto anything, and my pull toward her calls.
Okay.
And I saw her, frozen in time, like Agnes in the room. And my cat's spirit again, a need to size her up.
Noah, daughter of the apothecary Wilhelm Brooklyn and of Angela, whose family name has been forgotten. She was raised by the descendants of Zandar's tribe to prepare her for the role as the Collector. She is the direct descendant of Terra, the first giver in the Giver-Collector bloodline, the first of the Zandars to receive Nux and spread it upon Earth. Okay? Supposed to...
Then it happened. For a brief moment, I became fully feline.
Welcome, Patarazzi. Welcome, Erin.
Aaron? You know my name? We talk? I can talk? I was in shock, Cleo. Nothing made sense.
Yes, you are my union. My Patarazzi.
My cat.
Of course.
But what?
Did no one tell you about the ceremony? Where you come from?
What? No! What do you mean?
It matters not for now. I'm Noah, the Collector. Those are the Zandaris. Follow me, and I shall explain anon. We've much to do this night.
It was the only thing I could do anyway, Cleo. That woman, Noah, she seemed like the only one who could clarify all this.
Oh, I guess that's intriguing, if not a little bit disturbing. Um, I'm not quite sure what to make of all of that, if I'm being completely honest with you. Okay, so just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and go over it one more time. I was hoping to get a better idea of how the game would perform closer to its release. Everything seemed fine in this vertical slice, but when everything is just walking and interacting, I can't say I would expect any issues. The story is odd, but it's in a way that I don't really think that they intended. Because the main character is essentially being told a story from her father with no context to who these women are in relation to her, it seems as though she's being forced to relive a sexual fling that he had in Amsterdam with someone who may or may not be her mother. With just a little bit of context, this could have been a more standard How I Met Your Mother scenario, but without it, it kind of just seems like he's flexing on how great sex in Amsterdam is. I mean, this could have something to do with like heritage or something like that, but just as easy as it could be very Assassin's Creed DNA, you know, the what do they call it? The Animus? Yeah. Just as quickly as this could be Animus coded, this could also very easily just be on some Andy and Lele stuff, and he could just be like, hey daughter, check it out. I had sex with a crazy witch from the past. It was wild. I turned into a cat. That's how good the kitty was. I don't think that that's the angle that they were really going for. So if they could just sort of clear that up sooner rather than later, they could dispel any misunderstandings that I imagine multiple people are going to have. That being said, I'm not totally sold, but I'm curious enough to add it to my wish list. If the price is right and the performance is good, I'm down to give this game a try.